Hey everybody, Kirk Junge here from LearningGolf.tv. Taking a look at Tiger's recent swing, the first swings we've seen since his, I don't know how many surgeries he's had on his back, but I think about 4 or 5. I'm hopeful that he'll be able to return to the tour and play some great golf for us again. He's still my favorite player out there. My only wish is that he would do something to alleviate the stress he's putting on his back. And I think it has improved, but if you take a look here, what I've done, I've drawn along his belt line in red and at his neck, the shirt collar line to mark the top of his spine. So we have the lower spine and top of the spine marked in red. And let's just see what happens in the swing, as well as the golf club playing angle at setup. So basically, I just want to see where he is set up and impact. If you're aware of the golf swing that I teach, it's called Setup for Impact, and it puts far less stress on the body than any other method, and that's simply because there is no compression on the spine. You're going to see here his upper body. If you look at the red line, his head or upper body, neck, upper spine has moved closer to the ball. It's moved down away from the red line. If you watch the hip line, it's still at about the same spot. The hips are actually slightly lower here, but you can see they're rising a little bit coming into impact. So the lower spine here is rising back to about where it started, but you can see that when we get into impact right there, if I make a yellow line here where we had the red line before, you can see that there's at least 2 to 3 inches where the upper spine has been pushed down into the lower spine. And so it's creating also this curvature in the spine there, and so it's getting compressed as he's rotating. You can see he's also more turned towards the target as he should be. And the other issue you see, the club is pretty close actually to the plane that he's set up on, so that's another change, and I think he's definitely improved his swing. The problem is putting this compression on the spine. Basically the distance here, I'll make a blue line, the distance here between the lower and upper spine is now somewhat less than when he started by about 3 inches. So if you push something together like that, it's going to become curved and there's a lot of pressure on the spine. It's basically compressed. So I'll show you what my setup for impact golf swing looks like, and we can compare and look at the same ideas. I hope Tiger will see this and learn to reduce the compression on his spine. I'd really like to see him go after Jack's record, and hopefully, let's hope that he sees this and will take some action to reduce this. I'm always available for any help that he may need. I'll be in Florida in January 2018 in Tiger's backyard. So Tiger, if you see this, I'm here to help you. Just let me know. Okay, so here you see my setup for impact golf swing. I made the same markings as I did on Tiger's swing, and simply to show you the difference in compression that's put on the spine with the 2 swings. And again, my only reason for doing this is basically to help people who have spine problems and issues like Tiger has had. But also I would love to see Tiger break Jack's record, even though Jack was my favorite golfer of all time until Tiger came along. Anyway, here's my swing without talking too much. You can see also differences is because of my setup with the club and the right arm on the same plane as the club it's set up, at the top it's also on that same plane, like Bryson DeChambeau as well, and Moe Norman. You can also see the hips and upper spine are in the same position, or the lower back and upper spine. You can see there's been no change, and you can see how on plane the club stays coming down. So it's really the most direct way to hit a golf ball. It's the easiest swing to learn, but it's also less stress on the body. You can see the position here. The club's coming right down the plane line. This is really something you don't have to work on in most cases. Just the setup will take care of it. You can see, watch my hips, lower back. Here's coming into impact. So you can see there's been virtually no change. If I make a line here, it's almost the same spot, just slightly lower. And if I make a line here for the lower spine or the belt buckle, you can see The spine, length of the spine has not changed, even though I am more rotated towards the target. So you can see in Tiger's case, his upper spine moved down about 3 inches into his lower spine, which puts that compression into the spine, and especially the lower spine, while he's rotating around towards the target. And this is the issue. And I think for Tiger to be able to play for any length of time pain-free, he needs to totally stop this compression. And the compression is here, as I did on Tiger's swing. It's in this area, and it gets pushed from the top down. In a lot of cases, the player's hips are rising. For Tiger, it used to be that his hips would rise as his head is moving down, and it really got crushed together. Now it's his upper spine being pushed into the lower spine by about 3 inches. There's no doubt it has improved. I'm hopeful that he'll be able to play with it as it is. But again, I'm willing to help him or anybody else with back issues. I'm certain this is a fairly simple adjustment. And I have schools and lessons available in West Palm Beach, Florida in January and the beginning of February 2018. And otherwise, I'm in Europe most of the year. So please check out my website at learninggolf.tv. There is a free series of lessons by email available, as well as my complete learning program, which is very inexpensive, and it also allows you to submit videos for my review. And so these are a lot of things also that I look at in my videos. So please like this video and share it with your friends, and hope that Tiger gets to see this, because I really would love to see him get some more major victories. Thank you, and have a great day.